and welcome to Zoe Your Own. Good to see you as always. Oh, it's a bit grim today, I'm not gonna lie. It's the 23rd of May and I've had to put jeans and a hoodie on because it is too cold outside to wear shorts and a vest, and believe me, I really did give it a go, but I just couldn't do it. So today's video is one that makes me feel a little bit warm, mushy inside, because this one is dedicated to my little niece. So if you've been keeping up, you know that me and my mum, we sowed some Antirrhinums for her, and they have germinated beautifully. So today, I mean, I don't know if these ones might be a little bit too long, but today I'm going to prick these little guys out. Alongside those, I am also going to prick out, oh, it's a bit windy as well, I think it might blow away. I think I'm going to prick out my Hollyhocks as well, of which, if you saw my last video, you heard the little story behind the hollyhocks, that my grandparents gave me some hollyhock plants a couple of years ago. Then last year I harvested some seeds, and that's from these little guys. So we've got a second generation hollyhock, I guess, or maybe even a third. I don't really understand how all that works. And last but by no means least, my peppers and chilies, and these are my third sowings of these, and I think that the reason why my first two sowings of these were successful was because I had tried sowing with seeds that I had harvested myself out of pepper and chili plants, but I genuinely didn't realize that you had to dry them out and everything else. And as, oh my god, I feel like I'm in a balloon today. Oh god, if you see on the news later that there's a 5'2" woman floating around in her greenhouse in Norfolk, it's definitely not me. Because of these being my third sowing, I've, much like with my my lovely cucumber plants that are doing amazingly down here, I have felt a little bit precious and a little bit nervous about bringing them outside. So they probably are a bit too big for the pots. I mean, they're rooting, I don't know, yeah, you can see that nicely under there, so they're nicely rooted underneath there, and they're really nice big seedlings. But yeah, I've been a bit nervous until now to bring them out, and I said in one of my previous videos, and I think that was the one with the terrible audio, oh my god, oh, just horrible. I've got rid of so many slugs and snails today. But that was literally what I was then going to say about, so yeah, my one with the terrible audio, of which I have already apologized about, but I will apologize again, and it won't happen anymore. I won't be sorry, I'll be better. But I did say that I wasn't as sadistic as I was as a child, in, you know, squishing bugs and stuff like that. But I tell you what, if I can't file a restraining order against these slugs and snails, and I catch them and they're not in my beer traps, you know, or anything else, and the eggshells aren't really doing, or they have worked actually, the eggshells, but I have now got to a point with those horrible nasty little things that enough is enough, and I'm either grabbing them, I'm not throwing them in the conifers anymore, I'm throwing them straight into the beer traps, or they are getting stomped on by my dirty old DMs. And if anyone owns a pair of DMs, you know you can get a good stomp on it in these bad boys. So I got everything ready off camera because I've realised that takes up quite a bit of time, and you don't need to see me putting compost into pots. Right, let's dig these little guys. Oh no, the roots just broke off that one. That's not very good. But yesterday I was in a shop, just looking for something totally irrelevant to gardening stuff, but I didn't know what I needed was, and you know, you can't, if you're a gardener, you can't go into a shop without looking at the garden and stuff. And there was some chap looking at copper tape for, obviously to get rid of slugs and things, and I sort of had a little chat with him, told him that I like to use eggshells on mine. I'm just going to press pause on that so I can show you this lovely big Antirrhinum seedling with lovely big roots on there. Look, oh, he's happy, and this one is allegedly pink. Yeah, so yeah, let's get this guy in his little home. I hope these pots will be big enough. I'll soon find out. But yeah, talking to this guy in this shop yesterday about slugs and everything else, and he was using copper tape or buying some copper tape, and I expressed that I didn't have much luck myself with copper tape, but I have had a bit more luck with beer traps and eggshells. He hadn't heard of the eggshell thing, I don't think, but he gave me a little tip. And obviously I work in a coffee shop now, so yesterday I came home. Oh, it's a good job I put it in a plastic bag too. But I came home with a nice big old stinky bag of coffee grounds. You can't see that very well. It's hard to manoeuvre this bag. But yeah, nice big old bag of stinky used coffee grounds that I understand helps to deter slugs. I'm not sure what it is about them that deters what it is about it that deters the slugs. But I have watched a couple of YouTube videos, and apparently they're really high in nitrogen, potentially potassium. That might have been something else. I know bananas, obviously high in potassium. So once I have finished repotting these little Antirrhinums. Oh, look at this one. He's so tiny, and these ones are orange apparently. But yeah, once I finish potting these up, I'm going to put ammo peppers. I'm going to put a sprinkling of those coffee grounds on top of the pots, because apparently that's the best way to do it. Or you can mix it in with your soil as well, I believe. So hopefully that'll also help get rid of the nasty little buggers. Let's hope. Oh God, I don't know where to put anything now. Now these ones are my lemon ones. So these ones, all these Antirrhinums here, again, if you've been keeping up, you know that I did unfortunately lose quite a few in those really strong winds that we had, and all these ones are quite good sizes. So I'm really happy that I've managed to keep hold of some. That is yeah, that's very nice. And then these little guys, because I need to running out of space. But I've obviously got my my little extension that's got the Delphiniums, Nemesia, Nicotiana and a Dianthus in. So I'm going to pop these little guys in there with those. But I did this morning spot a big old nasty snail in there. And when I say big, I mean honestly, this thing was this size. So that's another reason why I'm going to cover these guys in the coffee grounds, in the hope that helps. I have got, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh yeah, you can see my eggshell collection down there looking like a lunatic. So I've got a large amount of eggshells as well, which I'm going to sprinkle on my shelves and hope, hopefully it works. Oh God. Yeah. I honestly, I really do love making coffees, but I just cannot stand the smell of it, or the taste of it. I mean, especially coffee grounds, because coffee grounds just smell like burnt coffee, and burnt coffee is, well, like anything burnt, it's just gross, isn't it? I want to be frivolous, but I don't want to be too frivolous, because I don't know if I've got enough in this bag. But it's all right. I work in a coffee shop now, don't I? Oh God, well, I'd rather my greenhouse smell like coffee grounds than my house, because obviously I had these indoors for a day or two, and it was like, why does the house smell like coffee for? We don't even drink coffee. But needs must, as they say. I don't even know if I'm going to have space in the extension for these. Oh dear. Right, lovely. There we go. That is that jobby jobbed. Now it's on to our hollyhocks. So here we go. They've got really quite pretty little variegated-ish leaves to start off with, and again, look at those lovely roots. And I don't know if you can hear those in the background, but that's those noisy greedy starlings I think they're in my bird table. I'm not... yeah, there's one or two in my bird table, cheeky little monkeys. But instead of showing you guys how I pot these up, because you see me pot up plenty of stuff now, so you kind of think you get the idea of how I do it. We've been fortunate enough now to get the photos to come through from the gorge walk, the ones that the company took. So instead of me showing you how I pot these up, I'm going to show you how I jumped off a waterfall a couple of weeks ago. Just about to pick up my coffee grounds, sprinkle them on top of my lovely hollyhocks, and honestly, you just cannot make this up. What even is that? Look at it. That's just so big and bulbous, man. I mean, I'll put my Sharpie pen next to it, because we all know how the size of Sharpie pens. I mean, is it any wonder I haven't got much stuff left? Oh, potting a stick to get rid of that horrible bloody thing. Ugh. But I don't know if I can bring myself to stomp on that. Oh, that's... even just the thought of it is making me squirm. I think I'm just going to have to throw that one in a beer trap. So I'm not going to show you me potting up all of the chili and pepper plants, because I have got quite a few and I just need to make sure I keep them separate. But as I'm a really nice gal and we've got some really good friends that we'll be seeing this weekend. So we've got our friends Maggie and Arpe who come over sort of once-ish a month, once every couple of months to play nerdy board games. So they'll be getting some of these lovely, they'll be getting three of each. So we're getting some of these lovely healthy pepper plants, and look at those lovely long roots on there. And as well as the lovely long pepper plants, and I mean, I can't pick them up at the same time because they look exactly the same, these seedlings do. And then we've got our friends Chris and Bridie, who will be coming over on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, to watch the wrestling with us. Yep, I know we play nerdy board games and watch wrestling. These are the Chilli seedlings, and they will also be getting some of these as well. I think we're sort of getting into the realms of almost like swaps of food and plants with those guys. But I'm going to keep these ones in this tray here so I can remember who I've done for what, and to make sure that they do get protected from the horrible slugs and snails. Obviously, I'm going to sprinkle some of my stinky coffee grounds on them. Let's pop that little guy in there. I keep checking that I'm putting them in there. I'm putting them in the right ones. And then obviously once I've potted them all up, and I've sprinkled the... I don't know if you can hear that, but that is some very noisy starlings that are on my feeders and in my bird table. Literally just outside the other side of this greenhouse, because I am awaiting a delivery of a new to me greenhouse. So my father-in-law's girlfriend is having a bit of a clear out, and she's got a sort of I don't really know how big it is. I've got no idea where I'm going to put it. But she's having a clear out, and she's got I think it's sort of like a perspex metal framed greenhouse that she doesn't want anymore. My father-in-law, bless his heart, I better bribe him. He doesn't do any gardening and stuff, so I'll be bribing or thanking him, should I say, with food. But I believe he is on his way here with it today. He dismantled it in Reading, drove it back from Reading, and then he'll be bringing it. And I think it's just stayed in the back of his van since the weekend. And he'll be, yeah, I believe he's bringing it over here today, maybe even tomorrow. But anyway, that's these guys all nicely done. Oh, and look at all of those that I've got left. So many pepper plants. I was a bit cheeky once I'd finished potting the all of the pepper and chili plants. I'll show you them properly in a minute. I needed to post a parcel for Billy, and where I needed to post it was not too far from where I work, and I've actually got the day off today. But I was a bit cheeky, and I popped in and I went and got some more coffee grounds whilst I was there. And literally, as I was walking in my driveway, my father-in-law, bless his heart, was parked up outside my house carrying in the new greenhouse. And not only that, I also have a load more pots as well. Should we have a little look-see? So I don't need to buy any pots for a while. I think I've got yeah, I've got quite a good collection down here that yeah, bless them, have sorted out for me. And I've got some proper fancy propagators here as well. Look, got this bin bag full of pots here. Oh, and a random cute little basket. And then we've got the dismantled greenhouse. Yeah, boy! I've got no idea how to put it up, or where it's going to go, or how long it's going to take to put up. But my father-in-law, bless his heart, said as soon as I've figured out where I want it to go, to give him a shout, and he'll come over and give me and Billy a hand putting it up. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Mwah. So here you have it, my collection of pepper and chili plants. I've got some in bigger pots down here, and absolutely everything or most things in here are now caked in coffee grounds. I do need to sort my beer traps out. Look, I mean, ugh, gross, horrible things. Okay, so I did record it, but unfortunately I didn't even notice that my microphone was off or unplugged or whatever. So I will just show you what I've done. So I got this pot. These are my two little basil seedlings in there, and then I just literally sprinkled some more seeds in there, and then I'm gonna pop this on the top to act as his very own little greenhouse, because Basil likes it hot, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll make it happy. And I would just say that anyone that's that tries to grow basil at home, don't get disheartened when it doesn't work. It is a really, really needy plant. And even if you buy ones from the supermarket and you try planting it in and nothing happens, please don't be disheartened. I believe it is one of the most difficult herbs to grow. And all of my other herbs are absolutely insane. They are so big and bushy, it's unbelievable. But that's for a video for another day. Just to finish this video off, and the sun's coming out now, literally just as I'm nearly done. Oh, that is so annoying. Ugh, god damn. To finish off, I think I might use this. Is this going to sit on here nicely? Oh, that's not too bad. That'll do. And at least that'll hopefully protect them as best as possible from them horrible, awful little slugs and snails. So the last thing I need to do in here now is water. And I have had a look at my my tomato food that I've got down there, and I thought it was just a case of glugging some stuff in and glugging some water in, but it's a bit more than that, because it's saying something about trust. I don't know what Truss is other than Liz Truss, the old, you know, the old Prime Minister from a few years ago. So yeah, I need to do some research into how to feed stuff. But anyway, I'm doing it as always, waffling and rambling on about a load of rubbish. You guys don't need to hear it. It's not what you come here for, is it? But as always, thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to come back and see me again very soon. Later, taters!